Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I know I keep saying that I have a very special announcement. I need to chill out on that because this is probably the most special announcement I've ever made on the podcast and one of the most exciting things ever. So, if you are watching the video live, you're going to see what the announcement is before the people on audio hear it. But, friends, I'm going to be a mom. That's so exciting. I'm gonna be a mom. I'm pregnant, which is so exciting. And I am going to take this episode and tell you about changes that are coming, how I'm handling the many changes that are coming my way, and also just take a minute to gush about the most beautiful child that has ever existed. Um, and I'm going to show you guys. So this is the ultrasound from 2 weeks ago. So you guys can see our little munchkin. So this is our little munchkin from 2 weeks ago. And you guys can see if you are not on if you aren't watching the YouTube video, I will put this in the show notes. And you can see the little babe waving in this one. And we just came back from our ultrasound. And the reason why I'm announcing this is because I'm officially going to be out of the first trimester soon. And look. You can see this little nugget. And that's the heartbeat. Such a cutie. So we do not know the gender yet. I definitely I want everyone to guess. It's like been my favorite game. So definitely make sure you guess what you think it is, if it's a boy or a girl. We are just hoping for a healthy baby and are so excited. Those of you that have followed my journey for a little bit know that we actually did IVF earlier this year, and this is a natural baby. This is our little miracle child. This was, I think I've shared this frequently on the podcast about like how I was planning for things, and sometimes life doesn't always go to plan. And this has been just truly like a miracle in my mind. I am so thankful. Um, our baby seems to be so healthy so far. So just like keep us in your thoughts, but we are so excited to be parents. With this, so much is changing, but we are so excited. And like, okay, so I am taking ideas, but just an exciting thing that we're thinking about is for the gender reveal, we're gonna do it on December 20th. It's a Saturday. And we're gonna do an ugly sweater Christmas reveal, like a holiday sweater reveal on December 20th. So I will tell you guys the gender then, but it is just really exciting to think about all of these incredible things that are coming. So that is what we're going to be doing. I'll announce the gender then, tell you guys, of course. And then I think I'm gonna do like I've been like getting instantly. The second I was pregnant, my whole feed was just covered with like baby. I'm gonna show you guys like the view. I'm like, I can't get over. Like you guys can really see it. It's like the bump is bumping for sure. You can't really always tell from the front, but dang, from the side, you can really see that I surely am pregnant. It's like this is real. I keep like not feeling like it's real like so much, especially because you can't really feel the baby when you are this early on. But it's been crazy. So that is what's been going on for me recently. And of course, I want to tell you guys about it the second we are like out of the first trimester so that you guys would know. And then, of course, tell you the changes that are coming. Oh, but what I was saying about the baby shower, I think I'm gonna do it. We are not Italian. Neither Rob or I am Italian, but I saw this like Italian themed, like pasta themed baby shower, and I was like, I kind of feel like I need to have that. Like that sounds incredible. So I think it's what we're probably gonna do. But it's so exciting. I'm just so grateful, so thankful. It has been such a journey within this first trimester, though, I will tell you. Oh my goodness, it has been a time and a half. And so for this podcast, I'm going to tell you the changes that are coming to the mastermind. They're all good things. I think you are going to be delighted by it. And then just how I've been handling the changes and the pivots in my body, within my business, and things like that. And also give you a heads up of the awesome things that are coming for the mastermind coming up, which is going to be exciting. Okay, so first and foremost, the changes that are coming to the mastermind. I decided that within the mastermind and within marketing systems, so marketing systems is typically designed for people who are trying to make their first 10K. I usually say it's for side hustlers, people who are not full time necessarily in their business yet. It can be, it's great information for anybody, but that's typically who is in that community. And within marketing systems and then scaling systems is my mastermind. It is, they are both 12 months, but scaling systems is a mastermind that I'm currently launching and it is designed to get people to 100K plus. And within this, these both of these programs, what we're doing is we are going to extend your um not enrollment, but we're going to extend your access to both of the programs for an extra 3 months. So I'm going to be taking maternity leave this summer. I'm not sure when yet, but we will be keeping you posted. But then we're going to do our we're going to just extend your enrollment. So, for instance, if you join in this launch, if you join in December, then you would get access all the way until March of next year. So that means that you get an entire extra quarter with all of the information from the program. Now, I'm not only going to be doing that within both marketing systems for the part timers and scaling sisters systems for the full timers or full time hopefuls. What we have for those two programs is there is a portal. In the portal, there is not only the educational modules and all the worksheets and things like that that you can utilize to get your business going, but you also have an amazing outlet, especially when you're in scaling systems, where you can get personalized feedback. And there are live calls for both programs every week. For marketing systems for 0 to 10K, you get one call. And then for scaling systems, you get 3 hours of calls a week, 1 hour on Tuesday and 2 hours on Wednesday. So, with that being said, you are still going to get calls. I'm going to have guest coaches that are going to come in and they are going to do the calls with you. You are still going to be able to post in the stream. And I'm with scaling systems, you'll get weekly feedback as well. So, these are all things that are going to be coming to both marketing systems and scaling systems. Again, marketing systems is for 0 to 10 scaling systems is for 10 to 100K plus. And so within both of those programs, you are going to get exactly what you need despite my maternity leave, which is going to be really awesome. The other thing is within both the programs is not just both the programs, within scaling systems, I wanted to let you know that if you do enroll in this round, I am still going to offer those quarterly one-on-one calls, but I'm just going to add an additional one-on-one call if you pay in full. So for those of you that don't know, currently the mastermind at this time, which will be changing, but at this time, the mastermind is 7,500 pay in full or 650 a month if you would like to do the payment plan. And that is for the entire program. You can either split up the payments or you can do it all at once. But within the mastermind, what we're doing is if you do the pay in full option, you get a quarterly one-on-one call with me where we would go through your marketing plan. That's my intent. Within that, instead of getting just 4 one-on-one calls with me, you would get 5. And you can use them however you like. If you would like to, and again, I'm not sure how long this bonus will be around, but at least for this round of the mastermind, if you're listening to this in real time, these are the bonuses that I'm offering. And I'm going to give 5 one-on-one calls that you can utilize at any time. So that's going to be ready to go within this round of the mastermind as well, you will get marketing systems. And instead of 12 months of access, you're going to get 15. So you're going to get 15 months within both programs. It's not just for scaling systems. And if you join scaling systems, I believe it's by December 21st, but I just want to double check those dates for you guys. By December, so the fully booked formula is the webinar that I'm doing on December 8th, but you would get, yeah, if you join by December 21st of 2025, you would get both programs all for 15 months. So that's going to be true until my maternity leave. And that is true for anyone who joins. So the 48-hour bonus, or sorry, the painful bonus is 5 one-on-one calls just for these rounds up until my maternity leave. You get 5 one-on-one calls with me, and you get 15 months in scaling and marketing systems if you sign up by December 21st, 2025. And if you sign up within the first 48 hours ish, I say by midnight on December 10th, I'm going to also be offering still a one-on-one call with me called the Double Your Income Call for anyone that books a consultation with me. So for you guys, as I know that you have many different things that you might be thinking about joining, if you just book your consult, you are going to be able to get that one-on-one call with me, the double your income call. I've been able to double my income. I have many clients that have been able to double their income within a year. And I'm not talking about like insignificant numbers. I'm talking like 53K to 135K. That's what Holly Smevog did. She's episode 15 of this podcast if you listen to it. And Amy Gorin, I worked with her for 3 years and we've been able to double her income and then client load every single year. And this year, we got exciting news for you. We'll have to do another podcast in January, but she is doing extremely well this year. And I definitely want to share about her successes. So, for you guys, those are the changes that are coming. I'm going to repeat those bonuses and all the changes that are coming one more time, really quick for the people in the back. Within both programs, what you're going to get is a 15-month time in both programs. If you join by December 21st, you get marketing systems included with scaling systems. If you join by December 10th or just book your consult, you are going to get a double your income call with me where we're going to go over your six-figure offer and your annual plan for 2026. Then, if you sign up and pay in full, instead of 4 one-on-one calls with me, you'll get 5. So, these are all the things that are going to be happening within the mastermind. Lots of big changes that are coming, but I really do think that this is going to be so, so helpful for you guys. So those are the changes coming to the mastermind. I want to tell you about the changes that I also have been experiencing. And just for anyone who is going through change, and just if you're listening to this in real time, you might be going through changes during the holidays. There might be things that are going on. You might be getting sick. I've been experiencing all of those things. So for me, and I've shared this on the mastermind or in the podcast before, but I have ADHD. So, one of the biggest changes is that they have had me kind of like on and off my medication. We didn't really get a clear answer until today, which is great that like it's totally fine for me to be on half of my medication, but my medication has been cut in half. So that has not been awesome. I also have been so tired. My God, I've never felt exhaustion like this in my entire life. It is crazy. I feel like I'm kind of coming out of it now, but and I can't even have my Red Bull. Like you get, I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I am not a coffee drinker. I purely drink tea, and I have these like noon tablets that have caffeine. So like I've been living off of tea and caffeine, but I'm also a sugar-free Red Bull girl. And even though it's only 80 milligrams of caffeine and I can have 200, which a Celsius is 200, eight sugar-free Red Bull is only 80. So just to be clear, it's not that crazy. It's around the same as a cup of coffee, but I can't have that. And so I've just been like wiped out. And for me, the reason why I recorded that pivot plan podcast a couple weeks ago was because I just want you to know that like that has been the change. There have been a lot of things that have changed this year. And like, I mean, as if 2025 wasn't crazy enough, doing IVF, getting married, going on the 3 bachelorettes, doing the 2 bridal showers. Baby shower hasn't happened yet. All of these things have been things that have changed throughout this year, and it's been kind of crazy. And I think my video just like totally went out there for a second. There we go. Now we're back. But it's been a crazy year and it's about to get crazier. We are welcoming this beautiful new life into the world. Like, you guys, this little nugget. so small. And like you could see the nose today. Like you could actually see the nose. And it was so funny in the ultrasound itself, like the baby like actually turned to face us. And it was like, "Hi." It's just like it's the coolest thing. It's the coolest thing ever. But within those changes, like I've not felt like myself at all. I felt like, and it's so funny. You guys probably know this by now, but I'm a pretty cheery lady, and that's very authentic. Like I'm very cheery and happy, and I have just felt grumpy. Like I was telling one of my coaches, I just wake up mad. Like it's the funniest thing. I've always been a morning person. I would say like I'm a person. Like I'm like kind of just like I do well at night and during the day. But man, I have never felt like such an Eeyore. It is the hardest thing I've ever done. And you guys, I've run marathons. I've did IVF. I am a pretty tough lady, but the ways that pregnancy has pushed me is I can't even describe it. Like physically, I felt like I'm gonna throw up all the time. I've only been lucky enough to throw up 3 times, but it's like you kind of feel like you have a hangover constantly. Plus, you're very weak and fatigued. So physically, like you just feel really off. Then mentally, I've had like a brain fog. On top of that, going off of the ADHD medicine, it has been like an emotional roller coaster. And it's been a lot. It has been more than I ever thought it would be. I'm like, whoa, this is not what I thought pregnancy would be like. It is way more intense than I thought it would be in every possible way. But within that, I've had to pivot and also change the plans that we've had a lot. Like we were thinking that 2027 we would get pregnant. It's 2025. We're moving up the plan 2 years. So there's a lot of things that I have felt a lot of attachment. So it's like not only like physically, mentally, and emotionally has it been a lot, but I also have felt like I'm the kind of person, I know shocks you guys as a system person, but I am a very intense planner. I have the 5 year plan. And this is not going to the 5 year plan. We are going to probably be buying a house within the year. That was not a part of the plan. And there are lots of changes. I mean, like the fact that we're bringing this incredible miracle into the world, lots of changes. So, one of the things that I have like really been working on, this is something that I learned with Eckhart Tolle. If anyone's familiar with Eckhart Tolle's work, I read A New World, and this just really like has landed with me recently is within like as I have woken up every day feeling super grumpy and just feeling awful, like not like myself at all, I like see a lot of things like it's like oh like I'm so grateful to be like throwing up on the toilet. I'm so like this is incredible. I'm like I do feel like this is a miracle baby, and it was very hard for me to get there. And I do feel like a lot of you guys are going through changes, both good, bad, good, like labeled positive, labeled negative, labeled unexpected things that are going on in our lives. And we have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, like the fact that we make plans, the universe is probably like, ha, this is not the way it was going to go. And so for you guys, when you're experiencing a shift in the plans, this is the 3 steps that I have used that I hope are really helpful for you. And we'll make a worksheet that goes along with it with some like other resources and just like helpful things that like I'll include like the blurbs about the mastermind, but I'll also like explain kind of like how I've been going through this like process of like pretty intense change. Um, is first the 3 stages that Eckhart Tolle talks about that I've like been swearing by is first acceptance, excitement, and then enjoyment. So let me go over those three and then also talk to you about like I think in the worksheet that we'll have that goes along with this episode, I'll also include a little bit about like how I decided to make the changes. And if you do have to make changes to your offers, how to do that in a way that still makes your people feel supported. So with the acceptance, excitement, enjoyment, those 3 phases, one of the things that I have found to be really difficult, especially like for the clients that I have, this goes for you, any clients that you might have that are experiencing hardship or just unexpected ship, is the human being and human brains hate change. That's like out of our DNA. That is something that like change unknown feels unsafe. And so there's a lot of resistance to it. And I found that there was like a lot of resistance at the beginning, especially to the way I was feeling. Like just like waking up and feeling just so exhausted, feeling so groggy. Actually, Rob built this like awesome piece of furniture that's actually in front of me now. We just built it a couple of days ago, and I slept all but 5 hours for that full day. Like I was literally just like asleep all day. So within that, there's been a lot of resistance, a lot of me feeling like I have to push through, that I have to show up in a certain different way. And I physically like have not been able to. Physically. Like again, I'm the kind of person that pushes through. You just have to, you can't. You physically can't. Like I physically could not push through. And so for me, acceptance was really, really an important piece of it. Accepting my body for where it's at, accepting my mental capacity for what it's at. Like there's been so much frustration around my like lack of train of thought, the way that I haven't been able to be as so focused as usual, and accepting that critical. And when you get into acceptance, it's like instead of pushing a beach ball underwater and holding it underwater, you release that beach ball and you can kind of just let the beach ball I heard this analogy like many times from different people, but like it's almost like the beach ball just floats around the pool. So it's just kind of like you are feeling uncomfortable, you're feeling the I really would rather not be here, and also you don't feel that pressure, like the resistance. And if you're going through something unexpected, I would recommend acceptance is the most important piece of the process. Is just accepting like this is where I'm at right now, this is what I can do. Especially like a lot of my clients who've gone through hardships with like family members and things like that, that there's a lot that is outside of our control, which again, human beings really hate. So what you want to do is you want to go and you want to accept this is what it is. This is how they are being. This is all we really want to be thinking about. Then, once you accept it, you'll find that you can like kind of relax and ease into what it is and just be like, okay, yes, this isn't maybe exactly what I expected, but I am ready for this next level. And thinking about all of because the human brain wants to go to unknown, fears, all the things that you don't understand yet. So, what I like to do is I like to make the unknowns known and at least write them down. I've heard this called strategic pessimism, again, by multiple different people, but I found that that's really helpful because the human brain is designed to be negative. It takes five positives to replace one negative thought. But that means that you have a problem seeking brain that's really good at finding issues. So, what I did is I would just write down all the problems, all the concerns. Like I would wake up, I woke up on Sunday with a panic attack and I'm like, wow, this is a lot. But I just wrote down all the things that would concern me. And I think especially for me, like thinking about getting a home, thinking about all those things in the future, there were just lots of things that I wanted to write out. And of course, if you are a coach and have coaches in your life, if you join either marketing or scaling systems, I will be there to support you. But it just helps to have them out of your head and onto paper, onto your computer, wherever you do that. And then either come up with awesome solutions yourself or get support because it's really important when you're going through something unexpected to get support. Make sure you have supports. The second that I found out that I was pregnant, I immediately messaged all of my coaches, every single one of them. And I was like, we need to make a maternity plan. Like, this was my literal first thought. So it's like, I seek support. I pay for more coaches than I can count. So for you guys, I would highly recommend having coaches, having people to support you, especially in hard times when you know that you're going to be at a different level of capacity than you're used to. And then when you go through and you do the strategic pessimism, you have all these like things that you've either refuted or accepted and gotten coached on. Then you can go into the second stage, which is excitement. And what I do is instead of keeping the unknowns, like I solve for the unknowns that would be problems. But then I think about all the things to get excited about. I know my brain is hardwired for negativity. It's literally like you have to retrain your brain to be positive. My brain, too, no matter how cheery I am, my brain is also hardwired for negativity. So for me, what I do is I think about, okay, what are all the things that I'm so excited about? And for me, like just seeing our little baby today, just like roll over and just be like, hey, like I am so excited to be a mom. I can't wait to hold that little nugget in my arms. I can't wait to like feel the first kick. That's going to be the craziest feeling. I can't even imagine it right now. I'm just like, whoa. And thinking about the like gender reveal with the like I even actually my aunt even already got me a dress that is like perfect for it. So I hope it still fits, but it seems pretty stretchy. So like I'm hoping it'll be good. But like thinking about the pasta baby shower, like just like all the little things. Thinking about the Halloween is my favorite holiday, but I also love like every holiday. So just thinking about like dressing up our little family for Halloween, thinking about have like buying our first home, like making it a home, making it feel homey and exciting, thinking about like getting to furnish it. My aunt is great at interior design, so I'm gonna have her help us out, like figuring out what things should go where and like just all these awesome things. And for me, like that when I'm able to get out of the acceptance and have the kind of a pessimistic plan for like all the things that could go wrong, then I'm able to get into like the excitement. Like, oh my God, like I am so excited. And Rob like jokes because I literally am like, I try and get into excitement as much as possible. Like even just like being pregnant, like I love it, like looking at like how like I didn't think I was gonna like my body being pregnant. I probably won't later. I mean, like, call me in a couple months, see where we're at. But I actually really, I feel like I look so cute. It's like there's like a little bubble. It's so cute, and I just like it makes me so happy. I'm past the like stage where I look like I just had too many burritos or quesadillas in my case, because I don't really like burritos. But yeah, it's just like it helps me really to get into the excitement. And then when I'm in that excitement phase, then I can really get into like the pure joy. And excitement for me is like in the moment and also in the future, kind of. Enjoyment is where I really get back into the present. And that's finally the point when I can be like grateful. And like it takes me a little bit sometimes, to be like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to feel like I'm gonna like vomit and die. And like it literally, like, I'm so excited to be exhausted. Like, I can't get there initially, but then I can be so grateful that, like, we were able to get pregnant naturally. Like, this is amazing. I'm so grateful that we get to have kids. I am so grateful. And, like, that gets me to the, like, true enjoyment of it in the moment. That's the finally the time when I can get into enjoyment. And I can, like, actually just, like, feel my body, like, pregnant right now, getting a chance to like be like look at my calendar that is still jam packed, but like look at it and be like, oh my gosh, literally like get to like help people all day and just support people. It's amazing. Like I love my job. My job is one of the most challenging jobs ever, but I truly enjoy what I do. I really don't think there could be a more perfect job for me. Thinking about like literally I get to sit down and help people and make people feel better all day. Like that's literally my job. It is the best job ever. And then that's finally where I can get into the enjoyment and like actually be in the moment. So if you're going through some changes, I hope that was helpful for you. And I will include that in the worksheet. If you were just listening to this first podcast, if you're like, wow, Megan's pregnant, I should listen to this podcast. Typically, what I'll do in weeks that I don't have a webinar or weeks that I'm not like selling my mastermind or marketing systems publicly, I typically include a worksheet that goes along with the podcast every week. You can find the link to download it in the show notes, but I am going to include like those phases of acceptance, excitement, and enjoyment in there and prompts that can help you as well. And if you are going through changes and might need to make changes with your offer, for me, and then for my one-on-ones, for anyone that is going through maternity leave, this is how I plan on changing it, is I'm just going to push back their sessions till after maternity leave. But like I've had clients offer a shorter session. I've had many people who I've helped through maternity leave, so that's the benefit of it. I'm like, yeah, I've known the plan for the past like 5 years since I started this business about like kind of what I was going to do because this is always the plan to have a kid. Um, but then I went in and like I'm just going to push their sessions back. So if I do have a one-on-one client and I'm weaning away from one-on-ones, I still have one-on-one clients. But within that, I will just push them back. And so they'll just continue their sessions later. So if you are going through changes and you need to change your offer, the other thing that I would recommend is just being as transparent as soon as possible. Like with this first trimester, what I used to do for the mastermind and for marketing systems, and this is going to be a permanent change because I think it's just a better fit. But we typically would do 72-hour feedback in the portal, and now we've made it a week just because I was feeling really, really terrible and I wanted to give myself a little extra wiggle room. And so that's the new change, and that will continue through maternity leave and things like that. But I just told my clients, like, the second that I could, here's what's happening. Here are the things that are coming up. I want to be very clear with you guys. This does not mean that you're going to get any less results. I think that it's genuinely going to get them better results because they're going to see me in this change. And I think whenever I go through something, I think my clients always get better results anyways. So I think that's exciting. But within the if you do have to change your offer, if you are in a phase where you're like, oh, we do need to make change, the things I would recommend are think about ways that you can make it a no-brainer for your clients to continue and think about what would be simple and the best thing that you could offer and then just communicate as soon as possible. Like making sure that they know and understand what's coming because that's why I mean, like, I'm not due until June, but I'm telling you guys this now. And then that gives me 6 full months to talk to you guys and give you guys prep and help you ease into the change as well. So that way it feels like a more seamless transition versus something that's abrupt. So if you do have to change your offers, think about how it's a win for your clients. Think about ways that it is going to benefit them through the years that you work with them. And that's what I would really recommend as you go throughout this week. So these are my words of wisdom, big, exciting news. And if you have any questions about the changes that are coming to the mastermind, please reach out to me and let me know. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you in the podcast next week. Oh, and also just a very random thing. This is like so completely random, but I said this on my call today. But for me, anytime, especially now, anytime that I'm feeling up for it, I'm recording podcasts. I want to get ahead and I have all my podcast topics. I have at least 10 that are on the shelf that I've been thinking about doing. So for me, especially knowing that maternity leave is coming up, I am getting everything batched ahead of time. And if you listen to this in real time, you're going to be listening to this the week of Thanksgiving. Lots to be thankful for. And we're about to head into kind of like a pretty crazy time of year. I would say until mid January, that's maybe when things start to slow down. So, for all of you that are listening to this live or about to go into a busy season of life, the way that I prep for these seasons is batching every single minute I possibly can. If a client cancels, immediately I am batching something else. If there's any change to the schedule, if I just feel good, batch, get things out, get things ready, get things done ahead of time. I'm trying to get so ahead that we're like doing January's content in December. Like that's even to February. It's like I want to get super ready. So it's just like a little tidbit of like just an idea for you guys. If you're listening to this in real time, get ahead, get things ready. And another update if you're listening to this in real time, make sure you're signed up for the fully booked formula. It's going to be on December 8th. I'm going to be talking about how to sign clients in less time, which is a little different than the last fully booked formula that I did, where I was just talking about how to sign people with a small audience. And I think it's going to be so helpful for you, not just if you are listening to this in real time with the holidays coming up, but if you are listening to this in the future, it's going to be so helpful for you to just have a game plan, know how to bring clients in, make sure you know how to control bringing people in, and when you can even push consults till later. I'll be addressing all of that in the webinar. But if you haven't signed up for that yet or signed up to get the replay, go ahead to the show notes and you'll be able to get the link there. Other than that, that's the last of my updates. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Give some love to little Lo, the baby on the way, and I will see you guys in the next podcast.